Thank you, Professor McDonald, for joining me today. The way this will work is I'm going to throw some scenarios your way, and you get to tell me whether it's a First Amendment issue, meaning the speech is protected under the First Amendment, or it's an asshole issue, meaning the speech is not protected, and the asshole should probably just go home and sleep it off. There's a term that's been going around called revenge porn. Are you familiar with that?
Yes.
That term? Okay. I'm not going to ask how you're familiar with it. Is that First Amendment, a-hole?
Lower courts are struggling with that issue. The Supreme Court hasn't spoken to it. Generally, it would be considered sort of a restriction of speech on the basis of its content and would be protected by the First Amendment, but a lot of governments are getting around that, state governments or municipalities, by essentially saying that revenge porn is a form of harassing conduct. And so they're trying to put it in the harassment bucket versus just the pure free speech bucket.
Some people, they don't like the idea of a man, going for a stroll in the park and stopping to take what they call upskirt photos. But who's right, who's wrong? Upskirts. First Amendment right, a-hole, where are we on that?
So the Supreme Court has recognized some protection for what's called information gathering activities, particularly that of journalists. Although, they basically say, number one, you had to have had an intent to publish that speech.
Oh, definitely gonna publish these. Yeah.
And it had to have sort of been on a matter of public concern or a newsworthy event, and I'm afraid that the upskirt thing would not meet that standard.
Oh, it would. But what if the concern is, whether or not women are wearing underwear?
I don't think so.
Recording police officers.
Generally, if you're taking the photographs or the recordings for the purpose of commenting or criticizing police conduct, and you're planning to share it in sort of a public discussion sort of way, then a lot of courts, although the law is unsettled, but a lot of courts are according that First Amendment protection. There was a recent court that just said that if all you're doing is recording the police with no sort of legitimate public concern or public discussion purpose, then the First Amendment doesn't come into play.
And I believe that's Fields versus City of Philadelphia. I think that was the case.
Correct.
Now, what about taking upskirts of police officers?
Well, again, Lou, I don't think that would meet the public concern definition.
You and I have different concerns. Thanks for watching, guys. If there are any scenarios that you're not sure whether they fall into the First Amendment side or being an asshole side or a little bit of both, be sure to mention them in the comments section. And make sure to subscribe to We the Internet TV.